जय जय ऋषि की जय, जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय।
जिस दिन वेद के मंत्रों से धरती को सजाया जाएगा,
सजाया जाएगा,
जिस दिन वेद के मंत्रों से धरती को सजाया जाएगा, उस दिन ऋषि के गीतों का त्योहार मनाया जाएगा।
जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय, जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय।
जिस दिन काले बाजारों में धन के चोर नहीं होंगे,
धन के चोर नहीं होंगे, धन के चोर नहीं होंगे,
मदिरा के सौदाई जिस दिन चारों ओर नहीं होंगे,
चारों ओर नहीं होंगे, चारों ओर नहीं होंगे,
अंडे मांस के खाने वाले रिश्वत खोर नहीं होंगे, जिस दिन सच कहने वालों के दिल कमजोर नहीं होंगे, भूखे बच्चों को जिस दिन भूखा न सुलाया जाएगा,
सुलाया जाएगा,
ओ भूखे बच्चों को जिस दिन भूखा न सुलाया जाएगा, उस दिन ऋषि के गीतों का त्योहार मनाया जाएगा।
जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय, जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय।
जिस दिन वीर शहीदों की कुर्बानी की पूजा होगी,
कुर्बानी की पूजा होगी, कुर्बानी की पूजा होगी,
देश के हित में सब कुछ देने वालों की पूजा होगी,
की पूजा होगी, की पूजा होगी,
उधम भगत सुभाष की जब कुर्बानी की पूजा होगी, वीर शिरोमणि लक्ष्मीबाई रानी की पूजा होगी, जब ऋषि के सपनों को साकार बनाया जाएगा,
बनाया जाएगा,
जब ऋषि के सपनों को साकार बनाया जाएगा, उस दिन ऋषि के गीतों का त्योहार मनाया जाएगा।
जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय, जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय, जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय।
उपत्वाग्ने दिवे दिवे दोषावस्तर्दिया वयम् नमो हरन्त एमसि ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः।
अथ संध्योपासना विधि। ॐ अमृतोपस्तरणमसि स्वाहा। ॐ अमृतापिडानमसि स्वाहा। ॐ सत्यं यश श्रेष्ठयतां स्वाहा। ॐ अंगस्पर्शः and pranayam. ॐ शन्नो देवीरभिष्टय आपो भवन्तु पीतये शन्योरभिश्रवन्तु नः दिव्ये स्वरूप ईश्वर पूर्ण अभीष्ट कीजे यह नीरव सुधा में कल्याण दान दीजिए नित रिद्धि से दिवस नित हो सदा प्रेम धारा अतंगस्पर्श मंत्रः ॐ वाक् वाक् ॐ प्राणः प्राणः ॐ चक्षुः चक्षुः ॐ श्रोत्रं श्रोत्रम् ॐ नाभि ॐ हृदयम् ॐ कन्त ॐ शिरः ॐ बाहुभ्यां यशोबलम् ॐ करतलकरपृष्ठे ॐ भूपुनातु शिरसि ॐ भूपुनातु नेत्रयोः ॐ स्वः पुनातु कन्ते ॐ महः पुनातु हृदये ॐ जनः पुनातु नाभ्याम् ॐ तपः पुनातु पादयोः ॐ सत्यं पुनातु पुनः शिरसि ॐ खं ब्रह्मा पुनातु सर्वत्र। प्राणायाम मंत्र ॐ भुवः ॐ स्वः ॐ महः ॐ जनः ॐ तपः ॐ सत्यम् ॐ भुवः ॐ स्वः ॐ महः ॐ जनः ॐ तपः ॐ सत्यम् ॐ भुवः ॐ स्वः ॐ महः ॐ जनः ॐ तपः ॐ सत्यम्। मंत्र ॐ ऋतं च सत्यं च बीदा तपसो जायत ततो रात्रय जायत ततः समुद्रो अर्णव समुद्रादर्णवाददि संवत्सरो अजायत अहोरात्राणि विदधद्विश्वस्य मिषतु वशि ॐ सूर्याचन्द्रमसौ धाता यथा पूर्वमकल्पयत् दिवं च पृथिवीं चान्तरिक्षमतु स्वः ॐ शन्नो देवीरभिष्टय आपो भवन्तु पीतये शन्योरभिश्रवन्तु नः मनसा परिक्रमा मंत्र ॐ प्राचीदिग् अग्निरधिपतिरसितो रक्षिता दित्य इषव तेभ्यो नमो अधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान् त्वेष्टियं वयं दुष्मस्तम्भोजम्बे दद्मः ॐ दक्षिणादिगिन्द्रो दिपतिस्थिरश्चिराजि रक्षिता पितर इषव तेभ्यो नमो अधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान् द्वैष्टियं वयं धुष्मस्तम्भोजम्बे दद्मः ॐ प्रतीचिदिग्वरुणोऽधिपति प्रीडाको रक्षिता नम इषव तेभ्यो नमो अधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान् द्वैष्टियं वयं दुष्मस्तम्भोजम्बे दद्मः ॐ उदीचिदिक् सोमोऽधिपति स्वजो रक्षिता शन्नर इषव तेभ्यो नमो अधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान् द्वैष्टियं वयं दुष्मस्तम्भोजम्बे दद्मः ॐ ध्रुवादिग्विष्णुरधिपति कल्माशग्रीवो रक्षिता वीरुद इषव तेभ्यो नमो अधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान् द्वैष्टियं वयं दुष्मस्तम्भोजम्बे दद्मः ॐ ऊर्ध्वादिग्बृहस्पति रधिपति श्वित्रो रक्षिता वर्षमिषव तेभ्यो नमो अधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान् द्वैष्टियं वयं दुष्मस्तम्भोजम्बे दद्मः उपस्थाना मंत्र ॐ उद्वयन्तमसस्परि स्वः पश्यन्त उत्तरं देवं देवत्रा सूर्यमघन्मज्योतिरुत्तमम् ॐ उदित्यं जातवीरसं देवं वहन्ति केतव दृशे विश्वाय सूर्यम् ॐ चित्रं देवानामुदगाण्डनीकं चक्षुर्मित्रं मित्रस्य वरुणस्य आग्नि आप्राद्या पृथिवी अन्तरिक्षं सूर्य आत्मा जगतस्तस्तु च स्वाहा ॐ तक्षुर्देवहितं पुरस्ताच्चक्रमुच्चरत् पश्येमा शरदा शतं जीवेमा शरदा शतं शृणुयामा शरदा शतं प्रब्रवामा शरदा शतमदीनास्याम शरदा शतं भूयश्च शरदा शतात् ॐ शन्नो देवीरभिष्टय आपो भवन्तु पीतये शन्योरपि श्रवन्तु नः अथ ब्रह्म गायत्री सावित्री गुरुमन्त्रः ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यम् भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यम् भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यम् भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् समर्पणावाक्यम् हे ईश्वर दयानिधे भवत्कृपयानेन जपोपासनादिकर्मणा धर्म आर्तकाममोक्षाणां सद्या सिद्धिर्भवेन तत ईश्वर नमस्कुर्यात् ॐ नमः शम्भवाय च मयोभवाय च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च मङ्गले शशङ्कर मङ्गलकरो हमारा पावन प्रकाश पाये परमार्थ पुण्य द्वारा परिजान पे पिला दो अवधर अगाध दानी तेरी शरण में आया हे भक्त यह भवानी हे भक्त यह भवानी. And now I bow to thee, O God of calm, O God of peace and Lord of bliss divine, and thy grace supplies to burning hearts a balm, thy blessings in my right desires shine. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Iti Sanshipata Sandhyapasana Vidhi Samaptaha. Namaste, everyone. I want to wish everyone who's celebrating a birthday today a happy birthday, especially Behin Deepa. I'm going to sing Swagata Sabajana. Swagata Sabajana isaman dirho bhakti swagti ki dhar. सुंदर समदर गान हमारो रंजन सब नर नार स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो ईश सगुन निर्गुण अविनाशी मात पिता अरुया दूर भये हम वत सही तार हमें संसार तार हमें संसार सुंदर सुमंदर गान हमारो रंजन सब नर नार स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो भक्ति स्वाति की धार स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो भाडकु भावन दूर भगावे आया यहाँ पर प्यार देव दयानंद प्रेम विवेक वेश्वर ही एक तार ओ वेश्वर ही एक तार सुंदर सुमंदर गान हमारो रंजन सब नर नार स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो भक्ति स्वाति की धार स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर होती भया यह गोत लगा वे पुण्य यहाँ पर प्यार संगति संतन प्रेम चला वे हे रफी सब हार ओ हे रफी सब हार सुंदर सुमधुर गान हमारो रंजन सब नर नार स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो भक्ति स्वाति की धार स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो भक्ति स्वाति की धार सुंदर समदर गान हमारो रंजन सब नर नार स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो
Namaste and welcome all this to weekly Hawan here at Arya Spiritual Center. This morning, Hawan will be done by Bahan Shivi and myself, and all of you here are asked to participate also. As we begin as we begin Hawan, take a comfortable position, sit properly, and let's begin with Achman. Taking water in your right palm. 3 times we will sip and chant. Om Ata achmanam. Om Amrito Pastarnamasi Swaha. Om Amrita Pidhanamasi Swaha. Om Satyam Yashaha Srirmai Sri Shrayatam Swaha. Ata Angasparsha, taking water in your left palm, using ring finger and middle finger and touching the organs as we recite. Om Vangmyaseyastu. Om Nasurme Prarno Astu. Om Aksharno Me Chakshurastu. Om Karnor Me Shrotamastu. Om Bahur Me Balamastu. Om Urdo Me Urjoastu. Om Arishtani Me Angani Tanustanwami Sahasantu. Atishtar Stuti Pratana Upasana Prakaranam. Om Vishwani Deva Savitara Duritani Parasua Yadbhadram Tana Asua. Om Hiranyagarbha Samavartatagri Bhutasya Jatah Patirekasi Sadadhara Pritavim Dhyamutemam Kasmai Devaya Havisha Vidhemam. Om Ya Atmada Balada Yasya Vishwa Upasate Prashisham Yasya Deva Yasya Chaya Mritam Yasya Mrityuhu Kasmai Devaya Havisha Vidhemam. Om Ya Pranato Nimishato Mahetvaika Indraja Jagato Bhabhuva Ya Ishe Ashadvipadashchatushpada Kasmai Devaya Havisha Vidhemam. Om Yena Daurugra Pritavi Chadridha Yena Swasta Bhidam Yena Nata Yo Antarikshe Rajaso Vimana Kasmai Devaya Havisha Vidhemam. Om Prajapate Natwadita Nanyo Vishwajata Niparita Babhuva Yatkamaste Johomastano Astu Vayam Syama Patayo Rairnam. Om Sano Bandur Janita Savidhata Dhamani Veda Bhuvanani Vishwa Yatra Deva Amritamanashanas Tritayedamannadarayanta. Om Agni Naya Supatara Yasman Vishwani Deva Vayunani Vidwan Yoyodhyasmat Johorana Meno Bhuishtantina Mautim Videma. O self-effulgent being, holy and knower of all things, lead us through the path of goodness to prosperity and knowledge, and keep us away from evil deeds. To achieve this end, may we always contemplate your divine nature and always be happy. Itish Stuti Pratana Upasana Prakaranam Atha Swasti Vachanam. Om Agni Mide Purohitam Yajasya Devamritvajam Hotaram Ratnadhatamam. Om Sanaha Pite Vasunave Agni Supayano Bhava Sachaswana Swastai. Om Swasti no Mimita Mashvina Bhaga Swasti Devya Ditir Narvana Swasti Pusha Asuro Dadhatuna Swasti Dhyawa Pritavi Suchetuna Om Swastai Vayo Upabrahmamahai Somam Swasti Bhuvanas Brihaspati Brihaspatim Sarvaganang Swastai Swasti no Aditya So Bhavantuna Om Vishwe Deva No Adhya Swastai Vaishwanaro Vasuragni Swastai Deva Avantari Bhava Swastai Swasti no Rudra Patvam Hasa Om Swasti Mitra Varuna Swasti Patyere Vati Swasti na Indrascha Swasti no Adite Kridhi Om Swasti Pantamarucharema Surya Chandrama Saviva Purnardhata Gnata Jnanata Sangame Mahi. May we accept our responsibilities and duties just as the sun and moon unswervingly revolve in their orbits. May we associate with those who are learned, pious, charitable, and non-violent. Iti sankshepatah swasti vachanam atah shanti karanam. May we derive peace from electricity, fire, and water. May the sun and the moon bring us peace and fearlessness by eradicating disease. May electricity and the wind bring us vigor and peace. Atha Shanti Karanam. Om Shamna Indragni Bhavata Mavodi Shamna Indra Varuna Ratahavya Shamindra Soma Suvita Ishanyo Shanna Indra Pushana Vajasato Om Shano Bhaga Shamuna Shansuastu Shamna Purandi Shamusanturaya Shamna Satyasya Shurmasya Shansa Shano Aryama Purjatu Astu Om Shano Dhata Shamudata No Astu Shamna Uruchi Bhavatu Swadhavi Shamrodrasi Prihati Shano Adri Shano Devanam Suhavani Santu Om Shano Agnirjyotiraniko Astu Shano Mitra Varuna Vashvinasham Shamna Sukritan Sukritani Santu Shana Shiro Avivatu Vataha Om Shano Dhyava Pritavi Purbahuddau Shamantariksham Drisye No Astu Shana Ushudir Varino Bhavantu Shano Rajasas Patirasta Jishnu Om Shana Indro Vasuvidevo Astu Shamaditir Vir Varunasya Shansa Shano Rudro Rudrebhir Jalasha Shanastasta Agna Gribiha Srinotu Om Shana Somo Bhavatu Brahma Shana Shano Gravanang Shamusantu Yajya Shamna Swarunang Mitayo Bhavantu Shana Praswa Shamavastavedi. May the all peaceful one give us peace. May our religious undertakings bring us peace. And may the plants and vegetables bring us peace. May the oblation in this Vedi brings us peace. Ata Shiva Sankalpa Mantra. Om Yajagrato Duramudaiti Devam Tadu Suptasya Tataivaiti Durangamam Jyotisham Jyotirekam Tanme Manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu Om Yena Karmani Apaso Manishino Yaje Krinvanti Vidate Shudira Yada Purvam Yakshamanta Prajanam Tanme Manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu Om Yat Prajanamutacheto Dridisha Yajyotirantaramritam Prajasu Yasmanarite Kinchana Karma Kriyate Tanme Manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu Om Yenedam Bhutam Bhuvanam Bhavisyat Parigrhitamamritena sarvam Yena yajastayate saptahota Tanme Manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu Om Yasmin Richa Samayajumshi Yasmin Pratishtita Ratnava Vivara Yasmin Chitam Sarvamotam Prajanam Tanme Manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu Om Sushartirashvani Mayang Manushyam Niliyate Bishubirvajinaiva Virtparishtam Yadajiram Javishtam Tanme Manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu Tanme Manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu Om Sanaha Pavasva Shangave Shamjanaya Shamarvate Shanrajano Shadibya Om Abhayam Nakaratyam Antariksham Abhayam Dhyava Pritavi Ubhe Ime Abhayam Paschad Abhayam Purastad Dutarad Adharad Abhayam Noastu Om Abhayam Mitrad Abhayam Namitrad Abhayam Jyatad Abhayam Parokshat Abhayam Naktam Abhayam Divana Sarva Asha Mama Mitram Bhavantu Sarva Asha Mama Mitram Bhavantu. May we be fearless from our friends and even from those who are unfriendly to us. May we never be fearful of those whom we know and even those we don't know. May we remain from any apprehensiveness by night and by day, and may all directions be friendly unto us. In iti sankshepatah shanti karanam atta agni pradipanam. Om Bhurbhuvaswa Om Bhurbhuvaswa Yauriva Bhumna Pritavi Vavarimna तस्यास्ते पृथ्वी देवयजनी पृष्ठे अग्नि मनाधमना ध्यायाधदे. Fanning the fire. Om Udbuddha Swagni Pratijagrehi Twamishta Purte Samsrichetha Mayancha Asmin Sadhaste Adhyutarasmin Vishwe Deva Yajamanas Jasidata. Ata Samidadhanam. Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vedaste Nidhaswavardhasvacheta Vardhaya Chasman Prashaya Prashubir Brahma Varchase Nanadhena Samidhaya Swaha. Idam Agnaye Jata Vedase Idam Namamam. Om Samidagnim Duvasyata Gritai Bodhaya Titim Asmin Havya Johotana Idamagnaye Idam Namamam Om Susamidaya Shochishe Gritam Tivram Johotana Agnaye Jata Vedase Swaha Idamagnaye Jata Vedase Idam Namamam Om Tantva Samibirangiro Gritena Vardhayamasi Brihaschochaya Vishtaya Swaha Idam Agniyangirase Idam Namamam. Ata Panchagrit Ahuti, 5 offerings of ghee. Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vedasteni Daswavardhasvacheta Vardhaya Chasman Prashaya Prashubir Brahma Varchase Nanadhena Samidhaya Swaha Idam Agnaye Jata Vedase Idam Namamam Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vedasteni Daswavardhasvacheta Vardhaya Chasman Prashaya Prashubir Brahma Varchase Nanadhena Samidhaya Swaha Idam Agnaye Jata Vedase Idam Namamam Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vedasteni Daswavardhasvacheta Vardhaya Chasman Prashaya Prashubir Brahma Varchase Nanadhena Samidhaya Swaha Idam Agnaye Jata Vedase Idam Namamam Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vedasteni Daswavardhasvacheta Vardhaya Chasman Prashaya Prashubir Brahma Varchase Nanadhena Samidhaya Swaha Idam Agnaye Jata Vedase Idam Namamam Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vedasteni Daswavardhasvacheta Vardhaya Chasman Prashaya Prashubir Brahma Varchase Nanadhena Samidhaya Swaha Idam Agnaye Jata Vedase Idam Namamam Atah Jal Prasichanam Om Adite Anumanyaswa Om Anumate Anumanyaswa Om Saraswate Anumanyaswa Om Deva Savita Prasuvayajam Pating Bhagaya Divyo Gandharva Ketan Punatu Vachaspatirvachana Swadhatu Agha Ravaj Ahutis Om Agnaye Swaha Idam Agnaye Idam Namamam Om Somaya Swaha Idam Somaya Idam Namamam. Om Prajapataye Swaha Idam Prajapataye Idam Namamam. Om Indraya Swaha Idam Indraya Idam Namamam. Pratakal Lena Ahutis, morning and evening oblations. Om Suryo Jyotir Jyotihi Swaha. Om Suryo Varcho Jyotir Varchah Swaha. Om Jyotir Suryo Suryo Jyoti Swaha. Om Sajur Devina Savitran Sajur Sendravatya Jushano Suryo Vetu Swaha. Sayam Kalina Ahutis. Om Agnir Jyotir Jyotiragni Swaha. Om Agnir Varcho Jyoti Varcha Swaha. Om Swaha. Om Sajurasdevina Savitran Sajurat Sendravatya Jushano Agnir Vetu Swaha. Pratakalin Atwa Sayam Kalina Ahutis. Om Bhuragnaye Pranaya Swaha. Idam Bhuragnaye Pranaya Idam Namama. Om Bhurvaya Vepanaya Swaha. Idam Vaya Panaya Idam Namamam. Om Swaradityaya Vyanaya Swaha. Idam Adityaya Vyanaya Idam Namamam. Om Bhurabhuva Swaragni Vayuaditevya Pranapan Vyanevya Swaha. Idam Agni Vayuaditevya Pranapan Vyanevya Idam Namamam. Om Apo Jyotiraso Amritam Brahma Bhurbhuva Swarom Swaha. Om Yang Medang Devaganang Pitarasto Pasate Tayama Madhyame Dayagni Meda Vinankuru Swaha. Om Vishwani Deva Savitar Duritani Parasuva Yadbhadram Tanna Asuva Swaha. Om Agni Naya Supataraya Yasman Vishwani Deva Vayunani Vidwan Yoyodhyasmat Johorarnameno Bhuishtante Namauktim Videma Swaha. Here we come to the special part of our community Hawan. Special mantras. And over to Pandit Deepakji.
As we continue with this beautiful satsang at our spiritual center this morning, at this point in the Hawan, we usually will extend greetings and best wishes to our members and to support them in any kind of occasion that may be being celebrated. And this morning we have very happy occasion to celebrate 5 birthdays of very wonderful, very beautiful souls who are celebrating their birthday in and around this time. And first of all, we would like to extend birthday greetings to our very dear sister, Behen Vashti Ramlakan. Behen Vashti has been a long-standing member of the Arya Spiritual Center, and together with her family, she has contributed immensely to the activities and to the programs of Arya Spiritual Center. Behen Vashti is a teacher by profession, and she also teaches in the Richmond Hill area. And so many of our children would have benefited from the service that she is giving to the community. On behalf of her entire family, and on behalf of the Arya Spiritual Center, the officers, and the general membership of our Arya Spiritual Center, Behen Vashti, we would like to wish you happy birthday and all the best for good health and continuing fulfilling life. Today also, we are marking the birthday of our dear special daughter of the Mandir, Behen Deepa Prasad. Behen Deepa is the daughter of our dear Pandita Nirvani Prasad and also by Rajendra Prasad. Deepa has always been a very, very integral part of Mandir, as she's also a fashion designer and she has her own label, Sudarshani and Vegan Baker. Deepa, a very brilliant young lady, she holds a degree in economics and she specializes in curating content, creatively directing photo shoots and videos and analyzing media insights. The Mandir has always been a very special part, an integral part of Deepa's life in camps, in the youth forum, and in all of our activities. She and her family have always taken a very important part and role. Deepa, on behalf of your parents, your sister Sandhya, your nanny, and all the extended members of your family, and on behalf of the Irish Spiritual Center, all of the officers and all of the members, we want to say we're so happy and proud of you, and we wish you good health, continuing fulfillment in your life, and a world of success ahead of you. Happy birthday to you, Deepa. Today, we also would like to mark the birthday of another son of the Mandir, Bhai Devaj Ram Samuj. As you know, Bhai Devaj and his entire family have always been a very, very integral part of the Mandir. Bhai Devaj practically grew up in the Mandir, attending camps, participating, and later on he also was a tutor in our camps. Bhai Devaj completed his college education and has now entered into the world of work, where he's making a very, very important contribution. Bhai Devaj, we want to say happy birthday to you. May God continue to bless you in each and every way. And on behalf of your entire family, your brother and your parents, your brother Neeraj and your parents, we have the Arya Spiritual Center are very happy to wish you happy birthday. Another important birthday that we are celebrating today is that of our dear brother, a member of the Bali family, Pandit Dhanraj Prasad. Pandit Dhanraj Prasad is one of the sons of our dear Mataji Sona Bali, and this illustrious family. And Panditji, in marking your birthday, we would like to say that the entire Prasad family would like to extend to you a very happy birthday. And the entire Bali family also would like to extend to you very, very happy birthday greetings. And this is especially coming from your mom, Mataji Sona Bali, all of your brothers and sisters, and all of your nieces and nephews, and the entire extended family, wishing you many happy returns of the day. And may God continue to bless you with health, wealth, and happiness. And finally, today we are marking the birthday of our very dear own Bhai Naro Bali. Bhai Naro celebrated his birthday a few days ago, and we of our spiritual center are so happy and proud and grateful for our dear brother Bhai Naro Bali. Bhai Naro comes from this illustrious Bali family and originally from Windsor Forest in Guyana. And he started his activities in Arya Samaj since a young age. And he continued when he migrated to the United States and continued, has been a member of Arya Spiritual Center since its inception. And Bhai Naro has served in many, many capacities in the Arya Spiritual Center. He was president at one time. Currently, he's a vice president and making a very, very important contribution. Naro's work is known throughout the Queens and the tri-state area. He's a very ardent community worker. He's part of the Phagwa Parade committee, Ramayana in the Park committee, Diwali Parade, and we all will remember his activities during the lockdown and during the early phases of the pandemic, where he would be continuing to give community service, delivering hampers to our members and to others in the community. Painaro, as we mark your birthday today, Arya Spiritual Center is very much beholden to you for all your wonderful contribution and the service that you give to this organization. And I dare say, on behalf of the entire community in Queens and the Tri-State area, the Hindu community and the Indian cultural community, we want to wish you happy birthday. May God bless you with great health, continuing wonderful visionary contribution. And from your entire family, your mom, and especially your dear wife, Malaji, your son Dinesh, and the entire Bali family, we say happy birthday to you, Bhainaro, and our president, our chairman of trustees, and all of our officers and executives and membership pay tribute to you on your birthday. Once again, happy birthday to all the birthday celebrants. We'll now chant a few mantras and make some offerings. Our daughter Deepa, who is celebrating her birthday also, is at Mandir today, and she will also be participating in the offerings. ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवा भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवांसस्तनूभिर्यशेमहि देवहितं यदायुः. Almighty God, you're the protector of all. May all of these birthday celebrants, and by extension their families and all of us, may we hear only that which is auspicious. May they see only those things which will bring great fortune to them. May all parts of their body remain strong and healthy so that they will live fulfilling and very successful lives. Om Indrajiva Suryajiva Devajiva Jivyasam Sarvamayurjivyasam Swaha. Almighty God, you are the ruler, the sovereign one, the omnipresent Lord. Make your presence felt, O Lord, in the lives of these wonderful birthday celebrants, their families, and O Lord, may their lives be long, meaningful, purposeful, and fulfilling. May they attain the full span of life, equipped with all divine and human powers that will be fully used for all good purposes in this life. Om Tachakshurdevahitam Purastat Shukramucharat Pashyema Shardah Shatam Jivema Shardah Shatam Shrunyama Shardah Shatam Prabhravam Shardah Shatam Adina Syama Shardah Shatam Bhuyascha Shardah Shatat. O all-perceiving Lord, you are a well-wisher of the righteous and the noble. You're all pure and eternal. May all of these birthday celebrants and their families, and may all of us enjoy your blessings of sight, of hearing, of speech, and of life for 100 years. And if we continue to live beyond that, O Lord, continue to bless us with fulfilling, healthy, peaceful, and loving lives. Om. So once again, a very, very special happy birthday to all our birthday celebrants. May the And blessings of Almighty God be with you. Thank you very much. We'll now continue with the Havan.
Thank you, Pandit Deepak Ji, for making the birthday celebrants feeling the joy of celebrations and giving them a wish for good health and long life. As we continue, we'll take this time to ask the parents of Deepa, mom and dad, and who else is here to garland her for her birthday. Om. A blissful and most cherished birthday for you, Deepa. May you continue to grow and and aspire others. As I have known you since very little coming here to Arya Spiritual Center, and it makes my heart full with pride when I've seen that you have grown in such a fine young lady, carrying out all the things proper and loved. May you continue again to be an inspiration for all to come. As we continue to do our Hawan, we will do some special mantras for anyone who is having any kind of illness or anyone that is sick. Let's focus on sending our good vibrations to them.
ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे
सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमेव वन्दनान् मृत्युर्मोक्षीयमामृतात् स्वाहा ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमेव वन्दनान् मृत्युर्मोक्षीयमामृतात् ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमेव वन्दनान् मृत्युर्मोक्षीयमामृतात्. And the prayer to all of our families. Om Anuvratah Pituh Putro Matra Bhavatu Sammana Jaya Pati Madhumatim Vacham Vadatu Shantiva Om Ma Bhrata Bhrataram Dvikshan Ma Swasara Mutaswasa Samyancha Savrata Bhutva Vacham Vadata Bhadraya Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Asato Ma Sadgamai Tamso Ma Jyotirgamai Mrityurma Amritam Gamai Atabhava Ma Gai sorry, I'm going to go back to Purna Huti Roop Aghara Vaja offering. Om just ghee offering. ॐ अग्नये स्वाहा इदम् अग्नये इदं नाममम् ॐ सोमाय स्वाहा इदं सोमाय इदं नाममम् ॐ प्रजापतये स्वाहा इदं प्रजापतये इदं नाममम् ॐ इन्द्राय स्वाहा इदमिन्द्राय इदं नाममम् ॐ भूरग्नये स्वाहा इदं भुवग्नये इदं नाममम् ॐ भूर्वायवे स्वाहा इदं वायवे इदं नाममम् ॐ स्वरादित्याय स्वाहा इदमादित्याय इदं नाममम् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वरग्नि वायुवादितेव्य प्राणापा इदम् अग्नये दिते स्वाहा अतः ब्रह्मा गायत्री सावित्री महामंत्र ओम ओम
ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः
स्वः
तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं
सवितुर्वरेण्यं
भर्गो
भर्गो
देवस्य
देवस्य
धीमहि
धीमहि
धियो
धियो
यो
यो
न
न
प्रचोदयात्
प्रचोदयात्
स्वाहा
स्वाहा ॐ
ॐ
भूर्भुवः
भूर्भुवः
स्वः
स्वः
तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं
तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं
भर्गो
भर्गो
देवस्य
देवस्य
धीमहि
धीमहि
धियो
धियो
यो
यो
न
न
प्रचोदयात्
प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा
स्वाहा ॐ
ॐ
भूर्भुवः
भूर्भुवः
स्वः
स्वः
तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं
तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं
भर्गो
भर्गो
देवस्य
देवस्य
धीमहि
धीमहि
धियो
धियो
यो
यो
न
न प्रचोदयात्
स्वाहा
स्वाहा।
हे दयालु परमात्मन, आप अपने असीम कृपा से हमारी रक्षा करें। आप ही हमारे जीवन आप ही हमारे जीवन की आधार है को आधार है। आप ही हेल्प अपने सेवकों के अपने सेवकों के दू help अपने सेवकों के दुखों को दूर करके उनको सुख देने वाले हैं। आप सर्वत्र सुप्रसिद्ध और सुप्रसिद्ध है। आप
अपने
अप,
आप अपने
आप अपने सेवकों के
दुखों
को दूर करके उनको सुख देने वाले हैं। आप हमें विवेकशीलता, धारणावती मेधा और शुद्ध बुद्धि प्रदान करें। O soul of life, the holy King of kings, O God of all the regions high and low, O Lord of joy, whose glory nature sings, who shapes the earth and let the mortals grow, we seek thy blessed feet to meditate upon thy glorious form of holy light, which drives away the gloom of sins we hate and makes the souls of righteous people bright. Our heart, O Father, meekly prays to thee to win thy grace, to make me good and wise, and bless thy mind with knowledge full and free, from dark and vicious thoughts of sins and lies. Yes, from dark and vicious thoughts of sins and lies. Shrishtakrit Ahuti, offering of prasad. ॐ यदस्य कर्मणो अत्यारिरीचं यद्वानूनमिहाकरम् अग्निष्टकृद्विद्यात् सर्वं स्विष्टं सहोतं करोतु मे अग्नये शिष्टकृते सहुते सर्वा प्रायश्चित्ताहूतीनां कामानां समर्धयित्रे सर्वानां कामानां समर्धय स्वाहा idam agnaye shishtakrite idam namamam. All is silent offering. Om Prajapatay Om Swaha idam Prajapataye idam namamam. All is final, all is complete. Agni, the all knowing one, fully knows what is excessive, lacking in our performance of the sacrifice. May He, the fulfiller, fulfill the sacrifice by harmonizing it with our intent and make it well performed. We beseech Him to make us successful in all that we desire. We address this prayer to Him who fulfills all offerings and make them well performed, who accepts all confessions and repentance, and who grants success in all righteous wishes. All this is unto Agni, the fulfiller, and nothing is ours. Purnahuti, 3 final offerings. Om Sarvam Vay Purnam Swaha. Om Sarvam Vay Purnam Swaha. Om Sarvam Vay Purnam Swaha. Om. Fans stretching hands out the fire and take the blessing. Om Tanupa Agni Asi Tanwang Me Pahi. Om Ayurda Agni Asi Ayur Me Dehi. Om Varchoda Agni Asi Varcho Me Dehi. Om Agni Tanwa Unam Tanwa Aprina. Om Medhang Me Savita Adadhatu. Om Medhang Me Devi Saraswati Adadhatu. Om Medhang Me Ashvinau Devava Dhattam Pushkarasajau. Om Vakyama Apyayatam. Om Pranashchama Apyayatam. Om Chakshushchama Apyayatam. Om Srotram Chama Apyayatam. Om Yasho Balam Chama Apyayatam. Pu- पूजनीय प्रभु हमारे भाव उज्जवल कीजिए चोध देवे चल कपट को मानसिक बल दीजिए वेद की गावे रचाए सत्य को धारण करे हर्ष में हो मग्न सारे शोक सागर से तरे अश्वमेधादिक रचाए यज्ञ पर उपकार को धर्म मर्यादा चलाकर लाभ दे संसार को नित्य श्रद्धा भक्ति से यज आदि हम करते रहे रोग पीड़ित विश्व की संताप सब हरते रहे भावना मिट जाए मन से पाप अत्याचार की कामनाएं पूर्ण होवे यज्ञ से नर नार की लाभकारी वो हवन हर जीवधारी के लिए वायु जल सर्वत्र हो शुभ गंध को धारण किए स्वार्थ भाव मिटे हमारा प्रेम पट विस्तार हो ईदन मम का सारतक प्रत्येक में व्यवहार हो हाथ जोड़ झुकाए मस्तक हाथ जोड़ झुकाए मस्तक वंदना हम कर रहे नाथ करुणा रूप करुणा आपकी सब पढ़ रहे प्रभु आपकी सब पढ़ रहे प्रभु आपकी सब पढ़ रहे सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिना सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् हे ईश सब सुखी हो कोई न हो दुखारी सब हो निरोग भगवन धन ध्यान के भंडारी सब भद्र भाव देखे सन्मार्ग के पथिक हो दुखिया न कोई होवे सृष्टि में प्राणधारी सृष्टि में प्राणधारी सृष्टि में प्राणधारी O Lord, may all be happy, may all be free from misery, may all realize goodness, and may no one suffer pain. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I thank the members, spiritual leadership, executive leadership, Mahila leadership, for this opportunity this morning to sit here and chant with all your sweet voices. May the ladies of the world, the Mahila ladies, young ladies, growing ladies, may they all continue to shine as it was our Acharya, Dharmacharya, Pandit Ramlalji, always to give us this opportunity to take our stand and let our light other lights. Thank you and namaste.
Thank you. Thank you, Bahan Devi. Namaste, all. And thank you all. Thank you, Bahan Jyoti, Pandita Devi, Bahan Shivi, Pandit Deepak Ji, for walking us through today's service. It was a very peaceful and inspiring service. And today we welcome you all, whether you're joining us on social media or you're here in the Mandir, we welcome you. Namaste. For those of you who are coming to the Mandir for the first time in a couple of months, welcome. I'm sure it's a great feeling to be here, to be in different situations, but I'm sure it feels very nice and encouraging to be among the people you're used to being with on Sunday mornings. To all of you joining us remotely, and to everyone here today, whatever your desires are for joining today's service, we hope those desires are being fulfilled. We hope as you begin this week, you feel inspired, you feel blessed, and you have a successful and very wonderful and peaceful week ahead of you. To the team the producers of today's program, I thank you. For everyone behind the scenes, I thank you. As Bahen Devi said earlier, the dream of Pandit Ramlalji was to promote the young women, promote women, as was the aspiration of Maharishi Swami Dayanandji. So today, we introduced the Mahila, the Arya Spiritual Center Mahila, their first program for 2021. And they so ably perform Sandhya, Havan, and will be participating and presenting many more items throughout today's service. We encourage you all, women, despite age, despite whatever challenges, we encourage you to come out in whatever way, whether it's physically or remotely. We encourage you to come out and join and participate in whatever the the Mandir has to offer. Us as women have a lot to offer in all realms of life. And it's about time that we inculcate what we have to offer into everything else that's being offered in the Mandir. So without further ado, I invite our first singer for today, Kumari Jyoti. She performed Havan, and because she has such a beautiful voice, we always encourage her. So Jyoti is going to do our first bhajan for today.
भार भार दिन ये आए, भार भार दिल ये गाए, तू जिए हजारों साल, ये मेरी है आरज़ू. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to Deepa, happy birthday to you. बार बार दिन ये आए, बार बार दिल ये गाए, मुझे हजारों साल, ये मेरी है आरज़ू. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to Deepa, happy birthday to बेरकार हो के धावन, मालूम है ये किस, बेरकार हो के धावन, मालूम है किसका, क्या मिसाल धन में तेरी, ना मालूम किसका, नहीं नहीं ऐसा हसन खून है. भार भार दिल ये आए, भार भार दिल ये गाए, मुझे हजारों साल, ये मेरी है आरज़ू. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to Deepa, happy birthday to you. औरों की तरह कुछ में भी तो कहाँ होता, मैं तेरी हंसी महफिल में भूल नहीं आता, जिन्हें कहा उसे क्या भूलों की जरूरत. भार भार दिन ये आए, भार भार दिल ये गाए, मुझे हजारों साल, ये मेरी है आरज़ू. Happy birthday. भारत नहीं आई भारत नहीं खाई भारत नहीं आई भारत नहीं खाई तुझी हजारों साल ये मेरी है आरज़ू Happy birthday to you Happy birthday to you Happy birthday to Deepa Happy birthday Happy birthday to Deepa Happy birthday to you Happy birthday to Deepa Happy birthday to you
Thank you, Jyoti. For everyone that's celebrating their birthday, whether you celebrated this past week or you will be celebrating it this week, we extend a special and happy birthday from all of us at the Monday, from the executives and everyone, your family members. We hope that this year brings you success and all good things. Deepa, happy birthday from me, Dad, Didi, Mama, and everybody. And we wish you all the things that you wish for yourself. Happy birthday. We love you. And now I'm going to ask Bahen Diana, our president, to give us our announcements for this week.
Namaste, everyone. So we have a few announcements. The first being our yoga class on Wednesdays. Yoga is from 6:15 to 7:15 p.m. And as you can see from the flyer, it's via Skype. So join us if you can. Just reach out to myself or any of the members of the executive to get the Skype ID. That's on Wednesdays. On Thursdays now, we have our Sandhya and meditation. This is via Zoom. Yes, we know it's different platforms, but we want to make sure that everyone is comfortable with the different mediums that we are using. So Sandhya and meditation is via Zoom on Thursdays nights at 7:30 p.m. And this is led by Pandit Deepak Raman. Pandit Deepak, you saw this morning doing special mantras for us. The next announcement is our calendar. We have calendars here available for you. If you cannot make it to Monday to pick up your calendar, please send someone to get it for you. Or send us an email at aryaspiritualcenter@gmail.com, and we will send you the digital copy of the calendar. The next announcement is that we are on YouTube. We've been saying this for weeks now, for the last month or two. Before we were just uploading our programs after Sunday morning. Now we are able to stream live as we are on live Facebook. We are able to stream live as well on YouTube at the same time. And as the young people say, please like and subscribe. That way you are able to get notifications from Arya Spiritual Center when we have our programs go out live on YouTube. And the next one is our QR code. Now we've had to, because of the pandemic, really adapt, and a lot of people reached out and said they wanted to give a donation, and they didn't want to send a check, they didn't want to send money. And so we came up with, well, we didn't really come up with it, we didn't invent it, but PayPal was able to give us a QR code. So if you put your phone to the QR code, it will come up to Arya Spiritual Center's website. So please be sure to include your contact information, your full address, your full name, and a contact phone number. We are sending thank you letters for the donations that we received. So please make sure, especially if you are doing it via PayPal, that you have that information there, your contact information. And that goes for anything, whether it's a check or that you are making to the Mandir, and especially if you are mailing it. Now, the next one is our RSVP. We do ask our members to reserve your spots. It is preferred that you call, or you send a message, an email with your full name, your address, and your phone number. As we said, we are trying to make sure that we are following the CDC guidelines. So please help us and making sure that this pandemic is low. I know right now our 11419 and 11420 zip codes are in Richmond Hill and South Ozone Park are the highest in numbers. So we want to make sure that our members are as safe as possible. So please do what you can on your part. Our next is our youth forum. Last night we had our youth forum, and the next one will be February 20th. Our youth forum meets once a month. Unfortunately, because of the pandemic, we cannot meet in person, so we've been doing it via Zoom. So please join us for that. And our next announcement, I'm almost done. We have quite a list. Our next announcement is our Mahila. Our Mahila group is women empowering women. No matter what age you are welcome to join. What do we do? What do they do? What do? We participate and support special events. We plan and execute our Sunday morning program services once monthly. This is their first program, so please give them a round of applause for that. They really did an amazing job, and they're still going. And of course, they engage in reflective discussions. They meet once a month via Zoom, and the next meeting we will let you all know as soon as we plan it, we will let you know. And please reach out to Pandita Nirvani for more further questions, and especially if you want to be a part of this wonderful program. The next initiative that Arya Spiritual Center has is our Pandits training. Our Panditas training course, it's starting very, very soon. So if you are interested, please reach out to any of the pundits listed or even Arya Spiritual Center for an application, and we will email you that application. All applications are due on January 24th. So let me repeat that. All applications are due January 24th. We have over 10 people right now joining the program. We wish for more. So please send in your application. The last two announcements is that Arya Spiritual Center has an email address. So if you have any birthday requests, announcements, any announcements, and you wish to have a picture shown as we did today with our birthday announcements, please send that to Arya Spiritual Center, and the email address is on the bottom of the screen. The Monday, we thank you to the state and by Naro and by Anoop for picking up some face shields as well as some masks that we have at the Monday. So if you need some face shields or masks, we have them at the Monday ready to be given out. Thank you, as always, for being here with us this morning. Namaste.
Thank you. Thank you, Bahen Diana, for your announcements. And as we said, this is the Mahila's first program. And we have a very special bhajan by Bahen Shivi. Bahen Shivi has been coming to the Arya Spiritual Center for a number of years. She's brought her daughters here, and she has contributed so much to the Arya Spiritual Center. And again, she is going to contribute today with her beautiful voice. So, Bahen Shivi, go ahead.
Thank you. Namaste, everyone. The bhajan I'm going to sing, it's on page 100 of the Atma Geet. And we, He dayamai apaka hamko sada adaraho. O merciful Lord, may we always find fundamental support from you, and may all members of our family be devoted to you. हे दयामय आपका हमको सदा आधार हो। आपके भक्तों से ही पूर्ण यह परिवार हो। हे दयामय हे प्रभु। चोर देवे काम को और क्रोध को मद मोह को। चोर देवे काम को और क्रोध को मद मोह को। शुद्ध और निर्मल हमारा सर्वदा आचार हो। हे दयामय हे प्रभु। प्रेम से मिलजुल के सारे गीत गाए आपके। प्रेम से मिलजुल के सारे गीत गाए आपके। दिल में बहता आपका ही प्रेम पारावार हो। हे दयामय हे प्रभु। जय पिता जय जय पिता हम जय तुम्हारी गा रहे। जय पिता जय जय पिता हम जय तुम्हारी गा रहे। रात दिन घर में हमारे आपकी जयकार हो। हे दयामय हे प्रभु। पास अपने हो न धन तो इसी की कुछ चिंता नहीं। पास अपने हो न धन तो इसी की कुछ चिंता नहीं। आपका ही भक्ति से ही धन्यवन यह परिवार हो। हे दयामय हे प्रभु। हे दयामय आपका हमको सदा आधार हो। आपके भक्तों से ही पूर्ण यह परिवार हो। हे दयामय हे प्रभु. Thank you.
Wow, thank you very much, Bahan Shivi. That was beautiful. It's been a while since I heard that bhajan. Thank you. The next item on our program is our message for today. And our message today is being done by Bahen Geeta Raman. Since Bahen Geeta joined our mandir, she has been working behind the scenes to get so many things done. And one of the things that Bahen Geeta has been working behind the scenes with is helping to get the Gayatri Yajna going the first Sunday of every month. And there's so much that happens behind the scenes that we don't even know about to get this all together. So, Bahan Geeta, thank you so much for helping to put this together, because this it draws a lot of people, and it's something that a lot of people look forward to. That Gayatri Yajna every day, every first Sunday of the month. And thank you for your services. And now we look forward to hearing your message. Over to Bahan Geeta.
Namaste to everyone this morning. Those of us at the mandir this morning, namaste. And to you listening to us on the internet, pleasant namaste. I'm very pleased to share with you a little talk this morning. And my topic this morning is overcoming challenges. Have you ever noticed how some people are able to get over life-changing events almost graciously? It seems graciously, at least. And on the other hand, some people are not able to get over life-changing challenges, and they become very, very down and depressed. The people who choose to make this life-changing event a positive thing, what they do, they give it thought, they share how they feel the feeling of hurt and whatever is going on. They witness the emotions that they experience, and they allow those emotions to be experienced. They work out a plan in their mind what they're going to do, and eventually they are able to accept that life-changing event and move in a direction where they can lift themselves because this event took place in their lives. We have seen many people, many motivational speakers, many authors, many artists who have found themselves into life-changing, difficult situations, and were able to overcome that. We have also seen people who had a bad experience and only remembers that bad experience. And what they did, and what they do, is that they become very depressed. They can be very withdrawn. They become very resentful. They even resent God sometimes. They give up on God because they say God doesn't exist, or God was not fair to them. So these are two types of people and how they handle challenges. And I have a story to share with you about handling this overcoming challenges. There was this young man, Dave. Dave was an orphan, and as he grew up, he found himself in some not so good company. Dave found himself with some friends who loved to do little crimes. They were adventurous, and they got joy in going out there, maybe stealing something here and daring to steal, and maybe doing something to the neighbors, some wickedness, moving the people's car and parking it somewhere if they found a key in a car, things like that. They just wanted to do really bad things sometimes for young men. So as the saying says, show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. Well, that's what happened with Dave. Dave became like that. And one Friday evening after work, all these young friends decided, okay, We want to go out there and we'll have fun. So they knew that there was a farmer not so far away from them who had a lot of livestock. And they planned that night that they will go and steal one of the farmer's sheep. So they went out on their journey, their mission, and everything was going quite well until somehow the farmer became aware that some thieves were in his property and he came out. By the time he came out, all Dave's friends disappeared. But Dave had slipped over, he had tripped over a log and fell down and injured himself, so he couldn't run away. So when the farmer came out, the only person he saw was Dave. What he did, he was angry. He was very angry. He took his tool, his branding tool that he used to brand his animals. That's a hot tool where he will stamp his name on the animals to show his ownership. He took that tool and on the head of Dave, he wrote the letters ST. ST. He wrote the letters ST, standing for S for sheep and T for thief. Sheep thief. It was a very vicious thing to do. But in his mind, he was justified because he thought that they had invaded his privacy, they had stolen his animal, and he believed that he had the right to do this. So in this way, he said, I'm going to teach this young man a lesson he will never forget. After releasing Dave with this ST sign on his head, he said, you can go now. And Dave went home. Days passed by, none of Dave's friends came by. Nobody came to ask how Dave was doing. He sat down and thinking, you know what, I wondered, they didn't even think if I died there. Nobody wants to know where I am. What happened? I have no friends. He started to ask questions and he became very, very depressed. He started to inculcate a lot of hate and animosity and resentment for the farmer who he think did him a great injustice. And not to talk about his friends. He gave up on friends. He stopped eating, he stopped bathing, he didn't take care of himself again. And this continued for a while until one night Dave got an aha moment. You know what is called an aha moment? It's a moment when something clicks in your brain and changes something. It changes the mechanics in your brain and something just sparks off like a bulb going off in your forehead. Dave got this thought in his head, and the thought that he get is really beautifully described by this shloka from the Bhagavad Gita. It says, Udarer Atmana Atmanam Na Atmanam Avasadayet Atma Iva Hi Atmano Bandhura Atma Iva Ripuratmanaha. And the mantra, the shloka says, one should lift oneself by his own actions, and one should not degrade himself by his own actions. So Dave took this mantra, this shloka thought. It wasn't, he didn't get the shloka in his head, but he got the thought, I must uplift myself. I must uplift myself. And he made a change. From tomorrow, I'm going to be a completely different individual. So Dave got up next morning, he went out there, bought a cap that will pull down over his forehead and block the ST on his forehead. And he was going proudly now to change his life around. So he decided, I'm going to do whatever opportunity provides itself. I'm going to be a good person. I'm going to do good. I'm going to look for situations where I could do good. And Dave would help the neighbors, Dave would help the farmers, Dave would look for every opportunity in the village to lend a helping hand, a funeral, a wedding, whatever. He was always there to help. And many, many years went like that. Dave helping people, not asking for anything in return. And in his alone time, because he was alone, he would sit and contemplate and think about life and continue to be a good person. Many, many years after when Dave died, lying in the coffin there, of course, his cap had to be removed. And there is where one of the mourners saw him and said, Panditji, I am seeing an ST on this man's forehead. This is a strange thing. I've never seen this before. What do you think that stands for? So the Pandit, who didn't know about Dave's incident that happened many, many years ago, and nobody spoke about that again because Dave was such a new leaf that nobody remembered what he did and talked about it. He said, the only thing I know of Dave, he lived his life so piously, so giving, so loving, so caring. I think that ST on his head could only mean that he was a saint. That ST that stands for saint. That's what I think it is. So you see, after many years, the ST for sheep thief had turned into ST for saint, because Dave had chosen to lift himself by his own actions and turn around his life. As the verse from the Upanishad says, Uttishtata Jagrata Prapya Varani Bodhata. Uttishtata Jagrata Prapya Varani Bodhata. Arise, awake, move forward, focusing only on your goal, your immediate goal. Always get up. If you see a child walking, when a child now starts to walk, he will fumble many times, but he will get up and walk again. That's the nature we must have. And the shloka continues to say, life is like living on a razor's edge, walking on a razor's edge. It's like you must have a balancing effect on yourself to balance your life, or else you will fall down, you will hurt yourself. So you have to learn the skills of walking on that razor and balancing life, because life is always going to be fair and not so fair. So our scriptures do show us how to lift ourselves, and we saw how Dave lifted himself in this occasion. Some of the things that the scriptures tell us about lifting ourselves is we can use prayer. We can use prayer to lift ourselves. Come to me in prayer. Secondly, upasana, meditation. Sitting quietly and getting in touch with your inner self, with our inner selves. There's a great force that gives us this energy, this ability to talk, what sees, what hears within us. Something inside of us, not us, my eyes don't see. Something inside my eyes see. Sit down and look and find that. Come to know it yourself. So pray, upasana. Another tool that we can use is affirmations. Very, very positive affirmations like, I love myself. I love myself. I'm getting better every day in every way. I'm getting better in every day in every way. Life is beautiful. Life is beautiful. These are some of the things we could tell ourselves and lift ourselves. Everything is happening to me to help me, to propel me. So we have prayer, we have upasana, we have affirmations. Then one thing that we can look at is our self-talk. Self-talk, you're wondering what I mean by self-talk, right? You talk to other people. How much of us talk to ourselves? I do, lots of times. Let us look at our self-talk and how we talk to ourselves. When we talk to people, we carefully select our words. But in our mind, sometimes we make a mistake and we say, but I'm so stupid. I am so stupid. Why I didn't see that? I'm so dumb. Nobody likes me. These are the things that if we use positive self-talk, we can pull ourselves out from difficult situations. Fifthly, if we can release things. You know, sometimes when we're doing Hawan in this Monday, a spark falls on the sheet spread there. And when it catches, when it falls, immediately we try to put it out. We don't let it burn the carpet. So it is said that when thoughts come to our minds, or difficulties we face, we should do that. We should not let it fester inside of us. We should release it and let it go. Let it go into the universe. Just like that spark, not letting it burn down the building. Put a stop to it right away. Because if we fuel the thoughts with negative more, and the more we think about those thoughts or send those thoughts in that direction, it just fuels that incident and continues and grows. So we're talking about releasing. And then finally, I would tell you another one that we should always use. And this is a mantra from the Havan. And it says, Om Abhayam Mitrad Abhayam Amitrad Abhayam Jatad Abhayam Parokshat Abhayam Divana Abhayam Naktam Abhayam Divana Sarva Asha Mama Mitram Bhavantu. Let fear not come to us from our friends, neither should it come to us from unfriendly people. Let us not waver when things become difficult. Let us always keep a balanced mind, an unruffled mind as things continue, as things go on in our lives. That is a beautiful mantra that we chant all the time. These are some of the tools that we are given in our scriptures to navigate this life that we have been given. These tools are there set out. We have to just use them. The manual is there. We just use those tools and our lives will flourish. This beautiful, beautiful, wonderful, incredible life that we have will be successful, and we will be able to overcome all challenges, all fears by walking on this path. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Namaste.
Thank you very much, Bahan Geeta ji. This is what the Mahila is about. Thank you for that inspiring message. Not only is your a message inspiring, but it is extremely useful at this difficult time when we face lots of challenges and we don't know how to overcome these challenges. Thank you for giving us a strategy, for reminding us of a plan, for reminding us that we can put a plan in place to overcome challenges, to overcome difficulties. Thank you very much. And this is what the Mahila is geared to produce. The Mahila engages in very reflective conversations. We started a conversation on conflict and the way conflict encourages growth. Conflict is not necessarily a bad thing if handled properly. So we have been in our past two Zoom meetings discussing conflict and how conflict encourages growth in individuals. We have a newly acquired member to the Mahila, Shushila. Shushila is a young mother. She's no stranger to the Arya Samaj. She was born in Aryan life. She grew up in an Aryan mandir, and now we have acquired her at the Arya Spiritual Center, Mahila. Mahila has two beautiful young children, but she still made the time today to join us. And Sushila is going to lead our RT Bhajan for today. Over now to Sushila, and you can all join us, whether you're sitting in your living rooms or you're here with us. Please join your voices with Sushila.
ॐ जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे भक्त जनों के संकट भक्त जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे जो ध्यावे पल पावे दुख विनशे मन का स्वामी दुख विनशे मन का सुख संपत्ति घर आवे सुख संपत्ति घर आवे कष्ट मिटे तन का ओम जय जगदीश हरे तुम पूर्ण परमात्मा तुम अंतर्यामी स्वामी तुम अंतर्यामी पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर तुम सबके स्वामी ओम जय जगदीश हरे तुम करुणा के सागर तुम पालन करता स्वामी तुम पालन करता दीन दयाल कृपालु दीन दयाल कृपालु कृपा करो भरता ओम जय जगदीश हरे दीन बंधु दुख हरता तुम रक्षक मेरे स्वामी तुम रक्षक मेरे करुणा हस्त बढ़ाओ करुणा हस्त बढ़ाओ द्वार पर तेरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे विषय विकार मिटावो पाप हरो देवा स्वामी पाप हरो सेवा श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ संतन की सेवा ओम जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे भक्त जनों के संकट भक्त जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे
Thank you, Sheila. And before we conclude today's Hawan service, I want to say thank you for all of you for joining us. Thank you for those people that joined us, whether you're joining us from Mauritius, whether you're joining us from Canada, Guyana, anywhere. We want to thank you for joining us, and we ask you to continue joining us. It doesn't matter where you are, different states. If you're here in New York, thank you for joining us, and thank you especially to our musicians. Today, the Mahila was backed by Rajan and Deepak, and we thank you so much for your services today and for your contribution. And thank you all for joining us. And now I hand the mic over to Pandita Devi.
Let's all take the Shanti part. Om Dhyau Shanti Antariksha Gwam Shanti Prithvi Shanti Apa Shanti Ushadhaya Shanti Vanaspatya Shanti Vishvedeva Shanti Mahashanti Sarvagwang Shanti Shantireva Shanti Sama Shantiredhi Om Shanti 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 Om प्रेम से बोलो ओमकार भगवान की मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम श्री रामचंद्र की योगेश्वर श्री कृष्ण चंद्र की युग प्रवर्तक महर्षि दयानंद की आर्य समाज अमर रहे वेद की ज्योति जलती रहे ओम का झंडा ऊंचा रहे वैदिक सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय ओम नमस्ते.
And since we have refreshments, we'll just do the anupate. And thank you for those that contributed today to the refreshments. Thank you very much. Om anupate anasya no dehi anamivasya shushmina prapradatam tarisha urjano dehi dripade chatushpade. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste.